What's going on, my people? Hello and welcome to another video of mine. It's Kemal AA and this is another transfer news daily video for you guys, as well as a talking point towards the end of the video. La Cobham, Viva La Cobham, doing the business against Norwich, and will they be doing the business this season and guiding Chelsea to their first Premier League title in 5 years? We'll have to wait and see in that one. But before I do get into all of it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Of course, there was no review for the Norwich game. Apologies. I was actually at the game. So, we won 7-0. The biggest victory I've seen live at Stamford Bridge. So, yeah, absolutely dismantled and obliterated Norwich City, like you love to see. And, unlike a certain team in Manchester, we know how to beat teams with convincingly instead of getting knocked out 5-0. But enough of that. Let's get straight into this news daily. Starting off with some unfortunate news. Antonio Rudiger, will he be looking to leave at the end of the season? Of course, he is in the last year of his current contract. In January, he is free to talk with any club outside of the Premier League in Europe, because he is allowed to sign a pre-contract with 6 months remaining on his current deal in the January transfer window. Of course, it has to be outside the Premier League club, so he can talk to the likes of your Juventuses, your Paris Saint-Germains, your Real Madrids, and that's exactly what Gianluca Di Marzio has been reporting. Gianluca Di Marzio, tier 1 when it comes to transfer news and journalism, especially Italian news. We know his credibility, we know his reliability, and he's come out and reported in one of his pieces that Rudiger is in talks with Juventus, Man City, Tottenham, and even Paris Saint-Germain, who still need a defender. It's difficult to see him signing a contract. He will join one of the 4 teams mentioned. Now, that's quite a massive statement to make. That last sentence there, in Di Marzio's words, he will join one of the 4 teams mentioned. So, essentially what he's stating, what you can get from that impression is, what he's implying here is that there's no way that he's signing an extension with Chelsea. And for me, that's quite baffling. We've been hearing news from Matt Law, we've been hearing news from Liam Toomey, these guys that work at The Athletic, and it's, tier 1 news when it comes to English Premier League news. And they're saying that Rudiger's priority has always been to sign an extension for Chelsea because he's really happy at Chelsea. He loves Thomas Tuchel, he loves Chelsea, he loves the environment, he loves the surroundings. The issue was the parity, the disparity in wages. Rudiger wants £200,000 a week, as far as we are aware, and Chelsea have only offered 150 to 160, so there's a little bit of a gap there, and that's why there needs to be room for negotiation. Hence why we need to be patient with Rudiger's contract extension. I still believe he will sign an extension, but for Di Marzio to come out and say that there's no way he will sign an extension, that he will join one of Juventus, Man City, Tottenham, and Paris Saint-Germain, for me, it's completely baffling. I'm really confused by this news, and this is not a tier 4, tier 3 journalist. This is a tier 1. This is Di Marzio. He's credible. He's reliable. So it's really shocking to hear this news. And of course, there is the possibility, the door's always open for him to leave. In the January transfer window, he's free to talk with any club he likes, because he can technically sign a pre-contract with any of these clubs mentioned. And that means Chelsea have no power because he is in the last year of his contract. Now, the benefit for Rudiger in terms of finances is, if he rejects every single Chelsea offer and signs for a Juventus or a Tottenham or even a Paris Saint-Germain, he will get a significant astronomical signing on bonus, a signing on fee. So financially, that's going to be lining his pockets up. He's going to be happy financially, but his first choice, his priority, is to sign an extension with Chelsea. He wants to stay at Chelsea. He wants to fulfill his legacy. He's really happy with the management staff at Chelsea. He's happy with Thomas Tuchel. We're top of the league. We're European champions. Why would you not want to stay at Chelsea? There's really not that many places better in Europe, if not any team, to go to right now than stay at Chelsea. So for me, let's just wait and see. I've always remained patient. I've never panicked over the Rudiger news. I've never been concerned because I've always said that these things take time. Chelsea don't want to look weak. They want to save face when it comes to negotiating. I think I'd say by Christmas this will get wrapped up. I'd say give it another couple of months. I think that we will meet halfway, maybe 180, 190. Maybe Chelsea will end up giving in to the £200,000 a week. Who knows? But I still believe Rudiger will be signing an extension. Thomas Tuchel is eager for him to sign. So let's not panic. Let's not panic yet. That is the key word, because, if it comes January and he hasn't signed yet, tick tock, things can get a bit, people can get a bit agitated by then. So let's just remain patient. Let's see what happens with Rudiger. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions. Are you concerned? Are you patient like me? What are your thoughts and opinions? Do you think he will leave, or do you think he'll stay? What are your thoughts and opinions? Leave them in the comment section below. But of course, we cannot end this video without talking about Viva La Cobham. Viva La Cobham dispatching Norwich City 7-0. Yes, of course, context. It is Norwich, the worst team in the Premier League. They are bound to go back down. They did have a red card after 5-0, so of course it made it slightly easier for Chelsea to score more goals after that. But the fact that every single player that scored against Norwich, the 7-0, was in fact an Englishman. Even the own goal was an Englishman in Maximilian Aarons. But Reece James, put some respect on this guy's name. When people say that Trent Alexander-Arnold is better, when people tell me that Wan-Bissaka is better, for me, this guy is world class. He is the best right back in Premier League football, and for me, he is one of the best right backs in world football as it stands. He's only 21, 22. He has world class potential, not just world class potential. I think he's already world class right now. I think he has the potential to become the best right back in world football in his prime, when he does actually, in fact, become the finished article, because he has everything when it comes to attributes and characteristics. He's physically strong. He has that presence. He's fast. He's a fantastic crosser of the ball. Defensively, he's solid as well. He's superior to Trent when it comes to defences. When it comes to interceptions, reading of the game, his physicality is superior to Trent. Yes, you might argue that Trent has slightly better crossing, but for me, context needs to be taken into account. With Trent Alexander-Arnold, that's his speciality. You know, when he's in that system at Liverpool, everything kind of runs through him in that sort of way. With Reece James, he hasn't got the ability, because he's playing wing back. He doesn't always have the ability to run down the wing because of the change and adjustment in tactics, where he always has the opportunity to cross the ball, because Thomas Tuchel is not a fan of crossing, compared to Jurgen Klopp, where a lot of their creative chances and creative outlet actually comes from their wing backs and actually comes from the crosses, whereas Chelsea is slightly different on Thomas Tuchel when it comes to creativity. So again, context needs to be taken, but Reece James for me has been superb. Best right back in Premier League football. Goal or assist every 70 minutes in the Premier League. 0 Premier League goals conceded while he's been on the pitch. We have not conceded a goal with Reece James playing this season. I mean, what a statistic. Like, sublime. Phenomenal stuff from the king himself. Reece James has simply been flawless this season. Another one, Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is the first Chelsea player to score in 4 successive Premier League games since Eden Hazard in 2016. Incredible form. This guy cannot stop scoring. You know, ever since Alonso's been pushed out of the team, you can't take Ben Chilwell out of the team. You know, the performances that he's been putting in week in, week out, it's been fantastic, absolutely amazing. So credit goes to him, of course. Another Englishman scoring on the weekends. Big respect to all of them because of what they've been producing. But Chelsea have now kept more clean sheets than they have conceded goals in the Premier League since Thomas Tuchel took over. 17 clean sheets, 16 goals conceded. Thomas Tuchel is the man. A dynasty is in the process of being built. Tuchel's empire at Chelsea. Forget Roman's empire. This is now Tuchel's empire. I want him to be our greatest ever manager. Can he be our greatest ever manager? Of course he can. Can he be our first ever long-term manager? Of course he can. Time to back this guy. He has all the attributes, all the characteristics. He has the charisma, he has the tactics, he has the man management. Thomas Tuchel is the man. Mason Mount is the 20th different player to score a Premier League hat-trick with Chelsea, with only Arsenal, in brackets 21, having more different hat-trick scorers in the competition. Another Englishman, another one from Viva La Cobham. Look at the score sheet. Mason Mount scoring. Callum Hudson-Odoi cooking on the pitch. What did I tell you guys? You're going to be seeing Callum cook on the pitch. Reece James getting on the score sheet with a audacious chip. Mason Mount getting an assist on top of that as well as his hat-trick. And Loftus-Cheek getting an assist. Viva La Cobham. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. It's beautiful to see. Seeing all the players come through the ranks. Delivering on the highest stage for us in the Premier League football, English League, top flight English League football. And of course on the European stage. You know, they've just been producing, and it's a credit to our coaches, it's a credit to our academy coaches, it's a credit to the actual club, to the actual academy. They've developed and produced these young talents, and you know what they've done in the past few years has been nothing short of fantastic, nothing short of successful. And listen, we're here to build a dynasty, we're here to build an empire. Long may the success continue. They will be winning its Premier Leagues. But Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea in 2021, in the 2022 Premier League season, 9 games, 7 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat, 23 goals scored, 3 goals conceded, and 22 points attained. Simply sublime stuff. Chelsea sit top of the league ahead of Manchester City, Liverpool. All three have played 9 games this season. And we've all played similar difficulty in fixtures. You could argue we play the hardest amount of fixtures. So credit to us, and we have to just continue this form. And hopefully we do get fortunate with injuries and Lukaku and Werner can get back as well. But that is me wrapping up the talking point / news daily video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.